hiện đang bán hàng trên Amazon. Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi. We đang give brand với USBTO từ HELIUM10 từ Trên Scout, Logistics và Warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.
Hey, it's John Jeldum, VP of Product at HELIUM10. In this video, we're going to look at how you can organize your market once it's been created and processed. Let's take a look. Let's get right into talking about organizing your market. So last time we walked through the creation process and we created this market here, egg tray market. And as a reminder, the product we're trying to build a market around is this egg holder from our Project X videos. So make sure to check out those videos, how to build an Amazon business from start to finish. But as I mentioned, our goal is to help us get the full picture of what's going on around our geese chicken coop egg tray. And so that's why we created this egg tray market. As a reminder, you can't just create a market and expect it to be completely relevant for you, with the press of a button. You need to take action. You need to start curating it, organizing it, and then make it your own. You need to take that action. And that's what we're talking about today is making it relevant for you and making it your own. So we created this market. As a reminder, in the creation process, you can add up to 5 keywords. You can add any ASINs, or you can add both. That's what we did. We added 5 keywords and an ASIN. But because we added keywords, we now are getting product suggestions. Another quick reminder on this is if you only add ASINs, you're not going to get any suggestions. So if you just go in, you maybe add 10 ASINs that you specifically want to track, those are going to be the only products that are in your market until maybe you add more at a later date. But that's why we wanted to add keywords here, and that's the real power of Market Tracker is that when we add keywords, we now get product suggestions. So we've created this market, a few days ago, and I've let this one go for a couple days, and you see we have about 100 suggestions. This could be different depending on the number of keywords that you enter. More keywords generally means more suggestions. And it also depends on how long it's been since you last checked this. So, again, that's the great thing about Market Tracker is that it's constantly being updated. It takes about 24 hours to start getting those first product suggestions and data. Usually it's much faster. But if you don't come back right away, let's say you don't catch it the first day or the first time suggestions are populated, Market Tracker will keep going. So every day it's processed, it'll keep giving you suggestions. So maybe the first day when we created this market, we only had 75 suggestions, but because it's been sitting here for a little bit, haven't yet started organizing it, we have more. So let's get into what this looks like. We'll go into our market here. And the first time that you get into your market, you'll see not much populated. The market will be full of suggestions if you gave us keywords, but we don't automatically track anything. All these charts will be essentially blank because you really haven't started tracking anything, but that really could depend on what you did during the creation process and if you added any specific ASINs. Those will be immediately tracked because those aren't necessarily suggestions. You already told us you wanted those to be included, and so those will be tracked immediately once the market starts being processed. And so we did add one ASIN, and so you'll see here it is automatically tracked already. And that's why there is a little bit of data here so far. But if you didn't add any ASINs or something, it probably will look more like this. And so it'll be kind of empty until you actually start tracking products. And that's what we can talk about now. So what you'll see here is a bunch of products, and they are ranked by Power Score. And that brings us to what is Power Score? Well, that is really a calculation by HELIUM10 to try and give you an estimate of how relevant each of these products are across all of your keywords. So, let's say you gave 5 keywords like we did, and some of these products are showing up as different ranks across all these keywords. Some of them might only show up for one keyword, some of them might show up for multiple, and then some might even show up for all 5 and are also have higher ranks within those keywords. But what we're trying to do is give you a real world estimate of how relevant these products are. Ones that users would find on Amazon search results, within this market that you're trying to create. And so we give a normalized score across all those keywords, one score to give you that sort of relevancy indicator. And it's between 0 and 100. So higher score means, higher score closer to 100 means, it's showing up for many of these keywords and it's showing up higher for each of those keywords. And a lower score means it's not showing up for as many keywords and maybe is lower ranked. And so this will change each day, because Amazon always changes. And so we keep updating the score for you each day to give you kind of a more daily indicator of how relevant these things are at that point in time. But as always, these are suggestions, and so we don't automatically track any of these products for you. And so you get to choose what's relevant for you. So my criteria here is taking into account a little bit of a couple things. It is the power score, plus it's a little bit of my own, judgment calls, thinking about the actual product. I have a wooden egg holder here. And so I want to be thinking about, relevancy, obviously, how are they showing up in results, but, is this actually a product that I'm trying to compete against? And so maybe something like, a metal decorative holder or something that's, something that's not going to fit in your refrigerator as easily or something like that. Maybe that's not a product that I actually want to be tracking. Maybe I don't think about that as something I'm competing against in the real world. People might have a different use case for my product versus something like that. So, I could choose to track those or I could choose to ignore them. It really depends. Maybe this is just a good way to get inspiration. You see it, but you don't end up tracking it. But that's really how you got to start thinking through how to organize your market, which ones to include, which ones to ignore. And so I'll start going through these. I think, some of these top ones are definitely ones that I want to include. They have high power scores. They also fit a similar purpose to, what my product does. And so I can go through here and start tracking these. It'll ask me if I do multiple at once, that it'll ask me to confirm that. And then you'll see data got instantly populated for those products. And so I can start seeing information around those and things like that. And then you'll even see, our charts up top will start to get information around those. And so that's what I was talking about before. Once you start organizing your market, start building it out, start tracking things, these will start being populated more. And we can talk through these charts in later videos, but you'll see data is starting to be populated now. And I've just jumped ahead here, and I started tracking a few more products since the last clip. But what you'll see here is a bunch more products tracked, but you also see that now that we are in showing of all products, we get both suggestions and tracked products in the same list. But maybe I want to see just, as this list starts being populated more, I just want to see suggestions so I can keep going through these in kind of a cleaner manner. And so I just went to the product suggestions filter, and now we can start going through these things and tracking some more of these products. So maybe I'll go through here and I'll track a few more of these things, and here, I just tracked a few more. If I just want to see tracked products, I can go to the tracked products filter. Or if I, like I said, the ignored products has all your ignored products here, and I can always bring those back if I want to, and they can start being included in my market again. But I'll go through here back into this product suggestions, and maybe I'm going to ignore a few more of these that I don't think are as relevant to my product. But I will keep doing this. You got a good sense of how you can start to figure out which ways you want to organize your market, which products to track and ignore based upon power score and some other criteria. But I'll keep going through this. In the next videos, we can start talking through some of these charts and then analyzing some more of the data that comes through on your market.
Anh chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon. Skybox cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi. Vì đăng ký brand với USBTO từ HELIUM10, từ Trên, Scout, tích và warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.